Freedom doesn't start when the fight ends. It starts when you realize you're free. Welcome to Caffee and Scripture. Today we're returning to the Passion Translation as we look at Colossians 1 verse 13. If this encourages you, be sure to subscribe. It helps this channel share daily Bible reflections with more people. If your faith feels like a constant fight, you're not alone. Many believers feel spiritually exhausted, like they're always battling fear, temptation, shame, or old habits. But what if part of that exhaustion comes from fighting something that no longer owns you? Colossians 1 verse 13 in the Passion Translation says this: "He has rescued us completely from the tyrannical rule of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of the Son he loves." That's a powerful statement. Not partially rescued, not rescued someday, completely rescued. Paul reminds us that darkness once ruled. It had authority. It controlled. But it doesn't anymore. You weren't just helped out of darkness. You were transferred out of its jurisdiction entirely. That means darkness no longer has the right to command you, define you, or keep you. Yet many of us still stay like it does. It's like moving out of an old apartment, but continuing to pay rent to a landlord who no longer owns the building. The fear feels real. The shame feels familiar. The struggle feels intense. But the authority behind it is gone. So many believers are fighting for freedom when Scripture says they already have it. We argue with negative thoughts instead of standing in truth. We wrestle with our past instead of remembering our new position. We exhaust ourselves trying to escape something God already removed us from. Freedom doesn't come from fighting harder. It comes from remembering where you belong. When God transferred you into the kingdom of His Son, He gave you new authority, a new identity, and a new covering. Fear can still knock, but it doesn't get to move in. Shame can still whisper, but it no longer tells the truth. Old habits may resurface, but they don't define who you are. This changes how we live every day. When anxiety shows up, you can remind yourself, "This doesn't rule me anymore." When guilt pulls backward, you can say, "I don't live there anymore." When darkness feels loud, you can stand calmly in the light you've already been given. So here's the question to reflect on. What are you still fighting that no longer owns you? You weren't saved to struggle endlessly. You were rescued to live free. Today, stop fighting darkness like it's in control, and start living like you belong to the kingdom of the Son He loves. If this encouraged you, share it with someone who needs that reminder, and don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting Bible reflections.